We're told that the new structures at the Ridge Hospital, commissioned by former President John Dramani Mahama sometime in November last year, are still not in use. My colleague Portia Gabo joins us to speak to the executive director of the hospital there. Portia, what are they telling you? Why are they not in use?
To go in and then also commission the internal equipments that are there. We've done what we call commissioning of various equipments, and in the process we've realized that there are some of them that we still need time to get them worked to the state that we want. Besides that, there are also some of the equipment that we realized were not in the country, were not in the hospital. So we have also made the project manager and the project implementation committee aware of all these equipments that are hanging. So that is what we are doing now. So we are waiting for the equipment. Some of the equipment include staff for the surgical department, like neurosurgery. The hospital is supposed to run neurosurgical services, and we found out that there weren't equipment for the neurosurgeon to work on. We found out also that the pediatric surgeon didn't have equipment to operate. The orthopedic surgeons likewise. Even common orthopedic beds for traction and then the rest, we found out that they were not among the equipments. We just found out that also the MRI hasn't got a workstation, which needs to be included in the whole project. And as well, even the staff accommodation, where we know it's a 10-key project, must have certain things to make sure that when the person enters the place, he can live in it. There are certain things like the gas cylinders which are not available. The anesthesia school has a simulator machine. We realized that the one they brought was not up to the standard of what we requested for them to bring. So we've made the list of all these things and have handed it over to the project manager, including the project implementation committee, to look at it and to ensure that these things come in time so that we are able to start. We've done the trainings, we've done everything. We are just left with some of these few things to put in place so that we can move. We want to ensure that the value that we expect from the money that we gave to the constructors is here, so that we don't run in and start asking for equipment from government again to operate. If all the complements of all the equipments are not available, it therefore means that we can maximize the potential of the equipment. There are certain surgeries that we can do, and it will end up letting patients leave the country again to go abroad and operate, and that is not the intention. The intention of this facility is to ensure that we minimize the number of clients who leave this country to other places to operate, and also to attract international clients to come to this hospital.
Okay, does that suggest that the facility wasn't ready before the commissioning?
For us, it was ready, but in the process of commissioning the equipment, that we realized that some equipments were not there. And we've made it known to the contracting, the project manager, that they are not ready and they have to get them quickly.
So hopefully, when will patients access this facility?
We hope that they will be able to bring all this equipment within this month and test it, and we try them, and then hopefully next month we'll have an operational commissioning. That will be operational commissioning of the project, so that when we are inside, we then announce to the public that we have commissioned the hospital operationally.
We also do understand that some equipment is still yet to arrive.
Yeah, they are yet to arrive because there were lapses in the procurement, perhaps from their side, and we are asking for them to be brought to us. So they are working, but it's slow, and we would hope that they would do it very fast. And the pressure that if we can put pressure to bear on them to hasten it, then we'll be calling on the offices responsible to do that, because the building is standing. And if a building is standing for too long, it decays. So we hope that they will do that. Besides that, there are some small structural issues that we call, we have a period we call the defect liability period, whereby when you enter a new building, there are certain things you have to do. We are beginning to see certain defects with the rains and then the rest. And our health and safety manager has done his assessment, what we call snagging, and has come out with certain points, certain things for them to correct before we move in, like the ACs, like the door traps, and several other things. And we've submitted it to them to work on them quickly. Even including the entrance, there's some water that gets stagnant when it rains, and we think if the entrance has stagnant water, we will dirty the floor. Knowing the culture of Ghanaians, we want to make the place neat, so we want to get those stagnant areas corrected even before we get massive patients walking into the hospital, stepping on water to go in.
So hopefully next month you will open this facility.
We hope that if they bring all the items, especially those that we need urgently to start, if they bring them, we would move in.
Okay, before you go, I want you to clarify this for us. We do understand that this hospital has resorted to cash and carry because of the NHIS. We understand that the NHIS is unable to give out its claims. How true is it that this hospital has resorted to cash and carry?
That is not true. Rich Hospital is still receiving clients and fitting clients who are holding NHIA cards, and then we have managed to get the cash and carry side to generate enough income that we are able to cushion the absence of money coming from NHIA. So we are currently seeing NHIA clients. So that story is not true.
Thank you very much. I have been speaking with Dr. Thomas Anamba. He is the medical director of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital here in Accra, and he tells us that hopefully next month this facility will be put into good use. Back to you, Martin.
All right, thank you very much, Portia Gabo there from the Ridge Hospital.